Oh, by the way, how are you today?
I'm fine, teacher. How are you?
Good. Yes, I'm fine too, and I'm so glad that I I could learn with you today again. How was your business trip?
Oh, I think I have a busy business trips,
Mm,
but everything okay.
wow, good. Okay, so let's have our new material again this time.
Yeah.
Yes, let's try to discuss this topic, business A2. Okay, now let's try unit 1, introducing yourself and your job. I think it's very easy. This part is very easy for you. We've already done this about this topic,
Um.
but
Yes.
this is the part 1 of this lesson, so we will just review.
Okay.
Okay, so introducing yourself and your job. Of course, when you meet someone, right, you will introduce yourself and your job. Or um, when you are applying a job, you will introduce yourself too in your experiences, right? Okay,
Mm.
now let's proceed to the next page, getting to know you. Yes. For example, are the common questions you will ask to somebody for the first time you will meet?
Yes. Teacher, I see this slide maybe the same when I first learned in Hello English.
So are you done also this material?
Oh, I think so.
Oh, so could we continue our the first book that we have discussed? Because I think um you've done this one and this one. Are you done on this part?
I think so.
Um, Telephoning, international travel, welcoming visitor, presentations, meeting, starts up, company description, launching a product.
I think so. I think so.
Oh,
When I first learned in Hello English, one teacher, uh, my teacher, teach me.
the first teacher that you've met is this is your materials.
I think so.
So could we? Oh, what will we do now? Okay, so we will just continue the topic that we have discussed or business B1.
Uh, he was, I think I finished uh,
Yes.
because when I first learned in Hello English, I had two teacher, Vietnamese teacher and Philippine teacher, and teach me to present. I think
Oh,
B1 and
so this
A2.
is
So
yes, because we have new LMs, so they don't know your materials. Yes. Okay. So I will just ask again. that you are done on that materials. So, but for now, we will just continue business B1. Is it okay for you?
Um, yeah.
We don't have choice. Yes, okay, we will just continue. Dilemma and solutions, unit 4 on business B1. Okay, all right. Now, let's read the quote of the day first.
I think I also
Are
done
you done this? No?
this
This is
this
our first.
unit for
First, are we done this?
so
Oh, wait. Business. Yes. No. Finance.
oh unit 4 I done.
Unit 4. Yes. Sorry. I think we are on dilemma and solution unit 14. Recruitment, we are done, right? Okay. Unit 14. It's all about dilemma and solution. Oh, are we done this? Unit 11, outsourcing, finance, and recruitment? No,
Uh, uh, no.
outsourcing.
Oh, I think I done unit 4. You can open unit 5 and I will review it.
Unit 5. No, we are done this one. Pay, development, marketing. Now, we will on
The
unit
solution
9.
too.
Yes, we are on unit 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's start. Oh, the same. Okay, let's proceed to unit 10. Let's review. Okay. Can you read the code?
Yes. Every accomplishment starts with a big reason to try.
Yes. Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try. What's this? Can you explain the code?
Um, I don't know accomplishment bill.
Ah, you don't know the meaning of accomplishment. Okay, when you say accomplishment. Oh, okay.
Something that is successful or that is achieved after a lot of work and force.
Yes, that's your achievement. Like, for example, you have a project and you've done that project successfully. So that is your achievement or accomplishment. Okay. So when you have your accomplishment, it starts with the decision, oh, I will try to do this thing.
Yeah.
Yes. And it will, but when it will be done, successfully. So that's your accomplishment, right? Yes. Okay. So do you have any addition about this code? Do you have another explanation?
No.
All right. So in this lesson, we will learn review. Let's review Unit 6, Unit 7, and Unit 8. Okay, Unit 6. 6, pay, Unit 7, development, and Unit 8, marketing. Okay, we will review on this topic. And let's learn some structure, the present perfect and the past simple, modal verbs of likelihood, comparatives, and superlatives. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's have a language check, present perfect and past simple tense. Now let's complete the text with the appropriate past forms of the verbs in brackets. Okay. These are the verbs and let's make this into a past tense. Okay. Let's read.
The Ford Motor Company uh, which was in
Yes, was.
business for over 100 years, riches,
Reach
riches,
will become
riches,
reached. Yes. You will add ed, right?
yes,
Reached. All right. Next.
a critical moment in history. Uh, oh,
Dwindling.
willing, the willing market share, the domestic market and falling price are just some of the problems that William Clifford, George, the new CEO, had to face. Have the wind be had become had.
Yes, have will become had, right?
Yeah,
Had.
had, had to face in the uh, uh,
Take over will become
take ed.
no. No, what's the past participle of take? Take took, right?
Took
Yeah, took over.
okay, took over the top lot
Yes.
in 2001.
Okay, good.
The company perform
Performed. Yes, again we will add ed.
yeah,
Performed.
performed
Okay.
poorly in recent years. The last figure indicate that for share of the euros past
European. European market.
European market uh, fell
Fell. Yes.
by almost 4%. In the USA, the situation is little better. Nissan opened
Opened. Yes.
a new factory in 2003, and last year produced
Yes. Produced. Okay.
uh, for 100,000 pick up pickups and sport unitary per high
U-
sub
Utility vehicles.
yeah. We are exactly the sort of warehouse that's a
Vehicles.
vehicle
Vehicles. Yeah.
vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a Ford Motor Company um, delay delayed
Relayed. Okay.
on
Yes.
over the years to provide its profits,
Okay.
but William played for George
Junior. Junior.
Junior
Yes.
is fighting back. He shift push ed
Yes. Shifted.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
He shifted the company's focus away from luxury brands like Aston Martin and Jaguar and back to the less uh, glamorous
Luxury. Luxury brands.
luxury
Ah,
brands like Aston Martin and Jaguar and back to the less glamorous,
glamorous.
glamorous but more profitable vehicle vehicles such as the F-1050, the best-selling pickup in the USA.
All right. Good. Okay. So those are the past tense of the following words. Okay. It talks about motor company, right? Ford Motor Company.
Yeah,
Okay. Now let's proceed to the next language check, modal verbs of likelihood. So underline it's an appropriate modal verbs in the following sentences. Then correct them. Okay. Do you know what are modal verbs? Modal verbs. Okay. What are modal verbs? Example, the use of can, may, might, could, should, would, will, and must. All right?
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now let's answer number one. Let's find where is the modal verb and let's correct the sentence. Okay.
Yeah, estimate the solution in the area so that it could only be to less safe uh, wildlife.
Okay. Where is the modal verb?
Good,
Would. How do you correct this verb? Estimates of the pollution in the area show that what will be the correct modal verb? It would already be too late. It, What is the correct modal verb to use in the sentence? Would is wrong.
Mm,
Mhm.
it could already be.
That
Could.
it could already be too late. It could, no.
Oh,
That it should already be too late, right?
should.
Should, yes. Shall, should. It should already be too late to save the wildlife.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2.
Protection uh, agencies have to get that it might be possible to save some special
Species.
species. If international found can be found,
Yes. Okay. So where is the modal verb? Protecting agencies have suggested that it must be possible to save some species if international funds can be found. Ihatag abi. Ihatag to. Bakit? Ayaw, pati ah. Okay. The modal verb is
could be.
could be. Yes, so the modal is must, right? And it is wrong. Protection agencies have suggested that it could be possible to save some species. All right, good. Could be. Okay, next.
Negotiations are taking place between various organizations in the hope that they will come up with subfile.
Okay, so what's the correct modal verb?
Will.
They will come. Negotiations are taking place between various organizations in the hope that what? They blank come up with such funds. Is it should, would, or could? They would, they should, or they could. Hope, because from the word hope, you are hoping. So what will be the modal verb you will use?
Um,
That they may,
they could
they could
come up
come up with
with
such
subfile.
funds. Or they may, because you are hoping. So you will use may, right?
May.
May. Yes. They may come up with such funds. Okay? May. All right, so let's try number 4.
I think they should publish
Publicize.
publicize the full finding of the independent report.
Okay, I think they should publicize the full findings of the independent report. They what? From the word I think. Okay. What's the best modal verb you will use? I think they.
Good.
Yes, could. All right, number 5. They could publicize the full findings of the independent report.
Uh, might you read the report and give your opinion?
Might you read the report and give your opinion? Yes, you're asking question. So what
Uh,
is the best modal verb
could
instead of
you
might?
read?
Yes, could. Could is another answer. Again, it's could. Could you read the report and give your opinion?
Yeah. Uh, water pollution really there might be stopped soon if we want to
Soon.
protect the wildlife on the lake.
Okay. Water pollution really? Blank, we stop soon if you want to protect the wildlife on the lake. From the word really. So you are demanding, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What will be the modal verb?
Um, should be.
Now, what is the another term of might? Might is you are asking permission, but when you use the word must, you are what?
Must be. Yes.
Strongly demanding, right? Yes. So water pollution really must be stopped soon if you want to protect the wildlife on the lake. Okay, so you will use musts. Okay. It's just like you will use can and could. It's the same, but you will use could in more polite way, right? So might, you will use might in a polite way, but must, you must strongly, must use a strongly demanding, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I have some modal verbs here. Oh, it's the same. Okay. I will send this to you for you to review what are the use of different modals.
Yeah.
Okay. How to use the can, could, and yes. Like for example, if you want to request, you will use will, would, can, or could. Okay, I will send this to you later, okay, for you to
Yeah.
review. All
Yeah.
right. Oh, it's very loading. Okay, now let's learn this time comparative and superlative. Yes, we've already discussed about superlative and comparative, right? Last time,
Yeah.
the use of the adding of er and est.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's read the text and correct any mistakes in the italicized comparative and superlative forms.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1.
Um, the one letter report from the executive watch foundation shows that executive pay in is becoming
Yes, okay, the later. How do you change this into superlative?
the elected.
Latest, yes. Later will become latest.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Uh, the two biggest worry uh,
Yes,
corporate
biggest will become biggest. What is the comparative form of biggest?
I think this is biggest.
Biggest
Yeah.
will become the comparative form of biggest is superlative, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But I think it's not the right word. So you will change this into comparative. Biggest, the comparative of biggest is bigger, right? Bigger.
Bigger, but it have the in the in front of. I think when
Mhm.
the in front of uh, the comparative uh,
Yes.
come the superlative because it have the.
The,
Yes.
and then pay is becoming the bigger worry. The biggest.
Yes. Good.
So,
I think
mhm.
when it was have the in front of is when it become put est.
You mean to say, so there is the in the sentence. So the next verb is
The what?
superlative.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
think
the answer is biggest. Is that what you mean? This is correct?
yes.
The biggest worry?
I think so
Oh,
because it have the.
okay. So the executive pay is becoming the biggest worry of comparative governance, even more worrying than the question. No, because you are comparing than the questions of the independence of auditors.
Number three may number three become the most boring. Number
No,
two,
number
I think,
3 is more worrying. Worrying, okay? More worrying because you are comparing
mm,
more.
yeah.
This is becoming the biggest. The. No, there is no wrong if you will use the bigger, becoming bigger than.
Mm, I learn. I think I learn when it have the is superlative.
Okay, let's learn about comparative and superlative again.
Yeah,
Okay, so comparative and superlative are special type of adjectives used when comparing two or more things.
yeah.
Okay, so in the trickiest thing when using comparative and superlative is making sure we are writing them the correct way, but with a little practice, comparative and superlative can quickly be mastered. Okay, comparative are words used to describe a noun by comparing it to another noun. Okay, we usually think of ER words like bigger or smaller, but they can be a little trickier than that. The way we form comparative adjective is based on the number of syllables in the adjective and whether or not the adjective ends with letter Y. While superlative are words used to describe when comparing it to two or more nouns to the highest or lowest degree. Big will become bigger, biggest, or small, smaller, smallest. All right.
I think that she is the tallest, and I think if of the word have they will become a superlative. That was
Yes.
the
The plus the est form of the verb.
yeah, the
The.
busiest, the most
Yes.
the
Okay. Okay. So let's leave that number two. We will
yeah,
just review that later.
yeah.
Okay. So it's a bit confusing. Okay. Now let's proceed to number three. So number three is more worrying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. More worrying. Now next.
Then the question of the independent of auditor.
Auditors.
Oh, teacher, wait for me 1 minute.
All right.
Put adapter in, plug in.
Okay. Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's continue. Number four.
In the USA, the site is only uh, proposing new and significant
Significantly. Proposing new and significantly tough. How do you use tough? Rules that are designed to make it more easily for shareholders to nominate candidates to company boards. Significantly, yes, staff will become,
Mm,
is it comparative or superlative form? In the USA, the SEC is already proposing new and significantly toughest rules that are designed.
mm, superlative.
Toughest,
Yeah.
okay, that are designed to make it
Uh, the most easily.
yes, most easily for shareholders to nominate candidates to company boards. So because since you are using superlative in the first phrase, so we'll use also superlative on the last sentence, right?
Okay, I think so.
Yes. Okay. Now,
It
number
is,
6.
it
It is
is
hope.
hope that this will lead to greater independence for director and to lowest.
Mhm. It is hope that this will lead to greater independence for directors and to what? Lower remuneration package for executives? Greater or greatest?
To greatest
How about the lowest? Is it correct?
um, for director and I think it's correct.
Yes. So when you change greater into greatest, the lowest is correct. Okay? All right, good. Now, company,
Company directors and senior manager manager may also be about to receive far less benefits such as stock option.
okay. So company directors and senior managers may also be about to receive far less benefits or more benefits, such as stock options.
Um,
More or less?
more.
More, of course, more. And the research has,
The research
yes,
has also so that's the companies that provide the Limited number of startup options. The executive was also the performance was wrong.
Was the worst. Okay, greatest. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now worst will become, what's the superlative form of the word worst?
Got
Worst, right?
got first.
Yes, you will omit E and change this into letter T. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, worst will become worst. All right, now let's go back to number 2. Okay, I think if you will change, if you will not change the biggest, then most worrying is correct? No, I think it's wrong because you are comparing than the questions of the independence of auditors. So more worrying, right? You use more worrying.
Yes, more worrying.
Okay, so we will change biggest into bigger, becoming bigger worry. So we will omit the biggest, right? I think that's the correct answer. Becoming more worry.
Uh, this sentence can don't have the
Yes, you will omit the if you will use bigger, right?
uh,
Is
the
becoming
the
the,
biggest become bigger. The
yes, but
biggest
you will omit the, right? Becoming bigger, worry. No more the. Biggest worry or corporate governance. Even more worrying than the question of the independence
I think
of the
number two
audit.
is correct.
So number 3 only, we will just change number 3. I think the biggest is correct. And we
Yeah.
will just change more worrying.
Yeah.
Even more worrying than the questions of the independence of auditors. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. It's a little bit confusing because if you will change like for example this one, if you will change if the greatest is the superlative, then we will change worst into superlative too, right?
Yes.
But on this
When
on this on this part, I think the biggest is correct, and we will change most worrying into comparative,
yeah.
even more worrying than the question of the independence of auditors. All right, that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when I learn in school,
Yes,
I learned that when it has a the in front of the words, this
yes, that's
that
correct.
is
Oh,
superlative.
yes, I'm so impressed for that that you still remember that form. Very good. All right. Oh, where are we now? Okay, consolidation this time. Oh, but I think we are almost done. It's almost
Yeah.
time. 3 minutes left. Okay, so do we have still time to answer this? Or we will answer this next time?
Yes.
All right. So we will
Yes.
just So see you again on Thursday.
Yes, and you can uh, ask hello. Oh, I think I don't
Yes.
know this.
Oh, I think I will just let them call you because they don't know what are the books you have already done.
Yeah,
Okay, so you already done those two books.
yeah,
Okay, I will just inform the LMs and I will let them call you, okay?
yeah.
For the materials. All right, to see you again on Thursday, you. Bye for now. Stay safe.
Yes. Bye bye.
Bye
Have a good
bye.
day.
Have a good day.